Welcome back, Barca family. Today's episode is absolutely explosive with massive updates straight from Camp Nou. We're talking about PSG defender Beraldo, who was offered to Barcelona last summer, and the real reason why talks never happened. Plus, Pedri continues to make the world take notice, after Georgia's coach called him the best midfielder in the world following Spain's win. And if that wasn't enough, Chelsea and Liverpool are now targeting Ronald Araujo in a cut-price transfer deal. Could Barcelona really lose another key defender? Stick around till the end, because we're breaking down all the hidden truths, transfer secrets, and future plans behind these major stories. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss a single update from Camp Nou. PSG defender was offered to Barcelona last summer. Here's why talks didn't take place. Íñigo Martínez's summer exit from Barcelona has turned out to be more damaging than it was initially thought, with the club struggling to find a proper replacement for the veteran centre-back. This has been evident in Barcelona's lack of defensive organization this season, which has prompted the need for reinforcements at the back. Barcelona had the chance to sign Baraldo. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona were handed the opportunity to sign PSG defender Baraldo in the summer. The 21-year-old is regarded as one of Brazil's most promising centre-backs, who has impressed onlookers with his technical quality. A left-footed centre-back who can play out from the back, Baraldo is rated highly even at PSG, having already featured in 67 competitive matches since joining the club in 2024. However, talks between PSG and Barcelona regarding Baraldo did not take place in the summer, as neither Hansi Flick nor Deco showed any interest in the player. One would imagine the club may have also faced economic difficulties, given that they failed to sign a single defender to replace the departing Íñigo Martínez. But that could change in the near future, with Barcelona reportedly interested in the services of Marc Guéhi, who will become a free agent at the end of the season. As for Baraldo, the Brazilian is not quite a first-team regular at PSG just yet and is still trailing behind Willian Pacho, Marquinhos and Ilya Zararniai in the pecking order. The defender's game time could be reduced further once Marquinhos returns to full fitness, so it will be interesting to see whether or not Barcelona receive another opportunity to sign the defender in the upcoming January transfer window. Georgia coach recognizes Barcelona star as the best in the world after facing him last night. Because of the October international break, club football across Europe is at a pause, and thus the fans would be unable to watch FC Barcelona in action this weekend. However, they can still see some of their players in action as they don their national team colors. One of the Blaugrana players who were in action for his national team on Saturday was the midfielder Pedri, who played for Spain in the match against Georgia, that ended in a 2-0 win for the Iberians. The Canarian once again put on display his amazing abilities in this match, and even the opposing coach, Willy Sagnol, couldn't help but admit of his greatness. As Mundo Deportivo has reported, Sagnol said the following about Pedri following this match. "We could talk about Spain all night. What we saw is the consequence of what Spanish football has been doing over the last 20 or 25 years. They've started producing very intelligent players. If you look at Pedri, he weighs so little he could fly away if it's windy, but he's one of the best midfielders in the world because he's very smart and always puts the team first. The Canarian has been playing at a good level for the last several years, but his game has reached a truly world-class level in the last 2 years, especially since Hansi Flick's arrival on the Barcelona bench. He remains one of the most crucial players for the Catalan team." Several commentators have already recognized Pedri's greatness in the last few weeks, including the Manchester City icon Paul Scholes, who recognized the Canarian as the best midfielder in the world after his display against Newcastle United. Hopefully, Pedri will continue to play at this level for Barcelona and Spain and continue proving himself to be the best midfielder in the world. Chelsea, Liverpool hope to agree cut-price deal for Ronald Araujo. Premier League giants Chelsea and Liverpool are eyeing a cut-price deal for Barcelona defensive mainstay Ronald Araujo. Chelsea and Liverpool are reportedly keeping a close eye on Ronald Araujo, hoping to secure the Barcelona defender for a relatively low fee, according to Pete O'Rourke via Football Insider. Both Premier League giants are looking to strengthen their backlines, and Araujo has emerged as a prime target. Araujo has been part of Barcelona's system since 2018 and broke into the first team in 2020, quickly becoming a key figure in the defense. However, recent seasons have been challenging for the 26-year-old, particularly after an injury-hit campaign last season. Even after regaining full fitness, Hansi Flick has at times preferred Pau Cubarsí or Eric Garcia over Araujo, limiting his consistent starting opportunities. With Íñigo Martínez's departure, Araujo hoped to reclaim his spot as a first-choice centre-back, but his performances haven't fully convinced Flick. Despite this, his long-term contract at Barcelona runs until 2031, and his previous £52 million release clause made him an attractive prospect for clubs like Chelsea and Liverpool, who were hoping to capitalize on a potential bargain. In short, while Araujo remains a core player for Barcelona, questions over his form and playing time have fueled interest from England, keeping his future a hot topic. Premier League giants want Araujo. The Reds were keen on adding more quality to their backline during the summer. While Ronald Araujo was a part of their wish list, their priority target was Marc Guéhi. After failing to secure his services, the Merseyside club have now shifted their focus towards the Barcelona mainstay. However, a lot depends on the future of Ibrahima Konate. The French international has entered the final year of his deal, and if they fail to secure his future with a new deal, they could look at the Uruguay international as a like-for-like replacement. Meanwhile, Chelsea have also entered the race for his signature following an injury crisis at the back. With quite a few of their defensive stars out injured, the Blues would love to sign the Barcelona mainstay in the upcoming winter transfer window. However, they are unlikely to get their hands on him as Flick won't let Araujo leave mid-season. While speaking about Ronald Araujo's future, O'Rourke said, "I don't see any move in January for Araujo. Obviously, I don't think Barcelona would want to weaken their squad midway through the season as they'll have ambitions to win La Liga again and to go far in the Champions League this season. It'll be interesting to see what Barcelona's financial situation is. Come next summer, we all know how many issues they've had over the last couple of seasons, registering players, signing players as well. So, if there's an opportunity there to cash in on them and make a profit on them, then maybe something could happen with Araujo, but it does seem the player himself is very happy. At Barcelona, he's in no rush to leave. He is on the contract until 2031. I think there was a release clause in that deal for around £52 million. So again, it was a relatively cheap fee for such an experienced and top-class defender as well. So I'm sure there'll be clubs who'll be monitoring the situation. Ronald Araujo's new bumper release clause. Araujo previously had a £52 million release clause, which made him a world-class option to reinforce their backline at a cut-price fee. However, the clause expired in July, and the new clause stands at a massive €1 billion, £870.1 million. Chelsea and Liverpool would love a cut-price deal, but that might no longer be possible. However, the player was not pleased with his role at the club. He could certainly be interested in a switch next summer. But Barcelona will only let him leave for a significant fee. And that's all for today, Barca family. From Beraldo's missed opportunity to Pedri's world-class praise, and the growing Premier League interest in Ronald Araujo, it's clear, Barcelona's future is full of big questions and even bigger decisions. High voltage. Will Deco and Flick go back for Baraldo this January? Can Pedri maintain his elite form for club and country? And most importantly, will Barca resist the Premier League pressure for Araujo? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more breaking Barcelona news and transfer updates. Until next time, Visca el Barça.